pacing back and forth. Oh, I don't understand why you're standing right here. All your shots have scored. No, scratching at the scars you left on my skin. But we fight and we fall and we rise through it all till we find what we want. Then we lose it all again. Your touch on my skin, pull me close, take me in. Just me, just you, lost in the moment.
Hello, loves. I've missed you. I have. I got so excited to sit down today with fresh, clean brushes, and I was sitting here going, okay, a couple of you want me to do 3 looks with 1 palette, and then I got into my teaching mode. You know how I get when I'm in my teaching mode. So I picked up the Maddie Zeigler palette, and then I did quite a few different videos on different things. So this particular video is going to focus on eyeshadow, this look, and a winged liner. So if you are interested in learning about that, keep on watching. I'm gonna start on our eyes, and we get to choose a palette. Let's go with the Maddie Zeigler palette. There's a few different looks I could do with this, and most of you have suggested I do 3. So we are going to go in with She Insists, which is this purple here. And we are going to put that in the transition. I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inner corner. I am just going to, as you can see, put it right where the brow bone underneath it, kind of wiggle it a little bit, and lay down this shade. Now I want this shade to be poppin', so I'm probably going to have to build it a little bit, which simply means I'm going to have to put the color on the brush a few more times to get it to lay down as dark as I want it. You're going to hear my son in the background, by the way. Sorry. Okay, so this brush here is nice and fluffy, and it's great for putting a transition shade in here. But it's not so great for packing on the color because of the type of brush it is. Now, it's a good brush, but you are going to need something with more control if you want color in there. This here is a Sigma, and look at the difference. There's more control here, okay? This does not fly away like this one does. That there is the difference. This one's going to lay down the color better. This one's going to blend better. And this here is a Sigma E35. Now watch. Do you see how it lays down the color? Much better? Yes. Okay, so now that we're laying down this color right here. Jackson, my goodness, sorry guys. I'm gonna build it up and I'll be right back. Okay, transition shade is in there. Gonna go back with my blending brush now and take the edges and make them soft. I can actually see a flyaway or two of hair. So I'm gonna grab that because you don't belong there. Also the benefits of putting on concealer. You can see. Wow. I don't need hair down here. Thanks. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to kind of go for a mermaidish sea kind of beachy look. So I'm going to lay this brush aside, and I'm going to take something that's a little more flat. This could work, but it's long, and I really like this one. This here is a Morphe. It's part of their gold collection here. I'm actually going to dip this into Posse, which is this purple color. And I am going to put that in the crease on the outer lid. And right now I'm just packing that color in. There we go. Just packing the color in. You can still see the transition shade at the top. I just really want this area to be rich in this color. So I'm going to go over it a few times until I get the darkness that I want. Oh, it's super pretty. And it's a shimmer, but it's like, I don't know, it lays down as a matte, but then it kind of shimmers a little bit. And that I really like. A lot. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing this a little bit longer here because I really want the pigment to stand out. Then we will worry about blending. Okay, so I can go in, actually I want to go in with this brush and go over the edges and soften that a little bit. And this was the brush that actually laid down the color better for me because more pigment stuck to the brush. Oof. Okay. And then if I want, I can go back in, make sure my transition shade's still there, but you know, all that stuff. So let me catch up with the other eye. All right, this is a Lavish brush, but look at it. It's really tight down here and it doesn't flare that much. This is what I need to go in and blend out my purple. Watch how it softens it up. It's going to expand a little bit because what do I say? What you blend extends. And that color is right underneath my brow bone, which is where I want it. And it's softening it up. I'm not touching the lid. I am just touching the edges of this purple. I'm loving this palette. You guys know I'll be announcing the winner of this palette from the giveaway on July 5th later today. Okay, now you see how some of the color has disappeared a little bit while we're blending here. That's okay. Not a big deal. We can always add more color if we want to. We want to figure out where we're taking this eyeshadow look. Okay, what we're putting here, what we're going to put underneath here, and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to once again go in with Posse, which is that purple. And I'm not going to go exactly where I blended, but I'm going to go right underneath it. Okay, so the outer edges is still blended, but I've got a fresh new coat of pigment right there on the lid. And that's exactly what I want. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to start to do underneath my eye, and I'm going to need brushes like these. I am excited. You want to make sure that the pigment does not separate. And sometimes when you use setting spray, you will see that a little bit. But that's going to ruin your look. We don't want that. Like I said, not at the edge, but right below that, you can add as much pigment as you want. And it's totally cool. And I do have some fallout down here, but that's not a big deal, ladies. Not a big deal at all. So this lovely brush here I'm going to use. This one here I'm going to use. And then I'm going to look for a crease brush. I'm going to have to wash my brushes again. This one and this one are so similar. Okay.
What do I want?
Come on, guys, guess. I've been teaching you.
Presents.
think we found a winner. And we did. Okay, so I've got purple right here. We're going to continue that. Setting spray. My posse. Tap. Pull down the eye if you need to. Right there on the lash line. Woo! I love color. Oh my gosh, I love color. The setting spray definitely helps with the fallout. I've said that before. You guys probably know that by heart by now. All right. And I'm just going to touch up right here and right here a little bit. We are going to do blending outside, just not yet. Now what I want to do is I want to go in with a beautiful color right here. I want to do a cut crease. That's what I want. This brush should do it. Okay. I have all these brushes everywhere. Karen, how many brushes do you use for one look? 57? Probably. Probably. Okay, so we can go in with the camo concealer. The lightest concealer is always the best because whatever you put on top of it is going to shine right through. And I really honestly just need a tad right there. But I need something precise, which is like this. Okay, so I want to carve out that. And I want to go up. Not quite halfway, but see how I did it? I do want that line up there, and then I pulled that concealer down to my lash line because that's where I want to put the color. Now, I might need more concealer. Okay, wipe off the brush because it will start to get color. Yeah, I need just a tad bit more on that eye. And if you have mature eyelids, like I said, you may have to pull your eye a little bit. You might have to get creative. Like I have to go in like this sometimes. Okay, I want that line up there. You can make your crease higher than what it is. Guys, if you see me without makeup, I do not have big eyelids at all. Some of you think I do. That's the makeup. Just want to be honest. It's the makeup. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. Then, well, actually, I can go ahead and take a tiny bit of Hourglass concealer if I want. Or I can use what's left on that brush and kind of dust over this. Make sure it's not sticky. And then what I want to do is grab a nice fresh brush like this Luxie here that's going to put down this wonderful mint color for me seamlessly. Let's hope. Okay, we're going into mint with setting spray, tapping it off. Oh yeah. Hi. Oh, yes. Bring it over to where the concealer ends. Look at that color. Yes, thank you. We are really working with colors today, ladies. And you all said a pop of color, Karen. So I think I went overboard, but that's okay. Jackson, what? I need you to go in the other room. I can't be hearing that game on my video, okay?
Well, I'm being orange and I have a really tough time.
Jackson, you have to go in the other room. I'm doing a video.
I paused it.
I know, but I'm doing a video. And my video is not paused. Oh, crap! Sorry, guys. Call Grandpa and see what he wants. Tell him I'm making a video. He can't call me right now. Ooh. Look how pretty. Love it. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm going to take the other side of this brush. And
What do you want him to say to him?
just ask him what he wants. And we're going to go into blue. I think she calls it number 5. And we're going to put that right here. A hint. Ooh. Hi. Hello. Loving you. Now I want to freshen up with some Posse.
Mom said to call you.
Okay, let's freshen it up. So we've got purple here, the hint of blue here, and that beautiful mint color right there. And I'm loving that. So I am going to let this dry, and then we're going to do the inner corner. So I'll be back in a minute. Guys, here's when we want a stiffy. Some of you still don't know what a stiffy is. I'm going to show you. A stiffy. They call it the Eyeliner Smudge brush. It's this flat one here, or you can use an angled one here, but this is what I call a stiffy. I'm actually going to go with the angled one this time though, because I need to get right in there. And I'm going to put setting spray on it. And I'm going to go into mint, and we're just going to dab it. And we're going to take that corner and swipe it on over. Just like that. Whoop, do, 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 do. You guys sing to yourself when you do your makeup? Oh, it is gorgeous, this color. Oh, I'm loving it. Okay. I definitely got to do some eyeliner, some blending, some concealer, and all that stuff. So, what do we want to do for eyeliner? We can go with something dark, something light. You guys know Karen loves her dark stuff, but we could do this really light looking eyeliner here. This is an LA Girl Electric Shock or something like that, and it's super pretty. So we might as well do this. Ooh. Ooh, I like. Okay. Let's get to blending the bottom. We need this brush here. And, ooh, there's fallout. Let me get a brush. We cannot have fallout. Nope. You want to make sure you get rid of the fallout before you put any concealer or anything like that. And you do want to make sure that these colors are blended and there's no separation in pigment. This here is a Lavish brush. I'm not going to take it all the way to the corner because I don't need to. But I do need to blend right there. Taking it to the outer corner is fine, just not the inner corner. Here we are. And the pigment is going to expand a bit. You can decide how far you want it to go down. And then get ready for your concealer. I'm liking a lot. Okay, so we do want to do concealer. And I think I want to do a wing today. What do you guys think? All right. I've showed you my concealer trick. Should we use the e.l.f. concealer? We'll go with the e.l.f. concealer. Always start down there and pull up what you need. Okay. Do you guys find this easier? Have any of you tried it yet? I usually use an angled brush, but that's okay because I'm going to make this one work. I'm going to act as if this concealer is kind of like a highlight and pull it down, but at the same time, detailing around the eye. If I want, I can make it light just like that. Where there's an angle and it's precise. Use your angles. And if you have really, really baggy eyelids, it's easier to stamp the color and pull it down, just so you know. Okay guys, so I haven't done my highlight yet and stuff like that, but I did bronze and I did put on a little bit of blush and I'm loving it. I'm loving this eye look. And I haven't used these in a while. I wanted to mention these because y'all were like, Karen, how do you do a wing? And these can be great at helping you. Okay, first off, you want to take into consideration your eye shape. And if you want to find your eye shape, go on Pinterest. Look at different eye shapes. Google it. You'll see it. You'll see where the wing should begin and end and all that stuff. And you'll be able to tell where it needs to go. With my, look at how I did this. I did this. It's a nice line here. You know, it looks like it belongs together. I softened my edges. Now I want to go in with the wing. I've got to make sure I have the right one going to the right side here. And I got to make sure it's in place. Now I see where the end of my eye is. I'm going to put that right there. Now all I have to do is fill it in. But before I do this, you can get these so cheap. I got them for like 10 or 13 bucks on, it comes with a marker on one side. I really don't use that part. And I haven't used these in a long time, but you guys really wanted to know how to do a wing. And I think that this is the best way to go if you don't know how to do it freehand. Okay, so here, right there, where the corner of my eyelash is, I'm gonna put this down. And ta-da! We have wings. Now all I have to do is take my wonderful liner here and fill those puppies in. That is it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start over here. And I'm going to gently, I'm going to close my eye a little bit because my eyelashes are kind of sticking up. I'm going to use the Hank and Henry because this tip allows me to get what I need. I never do it in one line. You've rarely seen me do that because I'm such a teacher. And do you see this separation right there? We're going to be filling that in. Okay. And based upon the shape of your eye will be on how thick this liner needs to be. Mind you, when you do wear lashes, it's going to be really hard to get all the glue off of them. So once in a blue moon, you're going to have something stuck there. I don't like to pull up my eyes, so I'll wait and I'll use the Q-tip method. Okay, now I've got a nice even line. See, there's glue stuck right there, which is super freaking annoying. That's okay. Okay, and now you see where I have to fill it in, right? So we're going to take this part and we're going to go right to the top. And then we're going to make it like it goes together, just like that. And then if there's any separation here in pigment from there, you just want to fill it in a little bit. Drag it down. Oh, perfect. Ta-da! We did a wing! Oh, I'm loving it. This one looks like to me though. See, I'm like such a perfectionist. Like, okay, I need to fix that little tiny little part right there because it's going to drive me crazy. And now we're good to go. Ooh. Ow, my back has been killing me. Guys, your setting spray is going to determine how you look. Now, if you put on a lot of powder, you're going to want to grab a setting spray that is not a matte, which means it doesn't feel like hairspray. Okay, this one here is the Manicadar. I use some thick concealer, so I want to make sure I stay not dewy, but not so matte that anything cakes up on me. Okay, do I give you guys too much info at once? Do you have to go back and watch my videos? All right. I'm going to try to break these down so you guys don't have to worry about this too much. I want to do the Jaclyn Hill highlight, and I want to use one of her brushes. We're going to go with this one. But I also need an inner corner highlight brush. And I can use this one. I'd rather have a smaller one, but I think I used that one yesterday. So we're going to grab these two brushes. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. We're going to do some matte setting spray, which is the Tarte Stay Spray on this brush here. And I want to go into Gleam, which is this one, right here. And I'm going to dust it right at the top. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I am loving this look. Okay. Now, inner corner, right on the inner corner. This nice little pretty highlight. I think we need more setting spray. I want my highlight to blink. Let's go into Sparks too. Why not, right? Stamp it in there. Oh, it just brightens up that inner corner so nicely. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Then we'll do some mascara and like, okay. All right. Now, I always put setting spray on the brushes. I like this brush. I actually think it's worth getting this brush because of the way that it applies. I could gently just do this and then gently it goes right up for me. Ooh. Oh my. Hello. Hey Jaclyn, how are you? Yeah. So yeah, I do like these brushes. A lot of people said, you know, hey, they're not, you don't really have to get them. You don't, but I like them. Ooh. Karen is really going for a highlight today. You see that? Wow. Karen, wow. Okay, so I do want to do like the bridge of my nose, and you got to be like so careful doing this, like, because you do not want to mess up like the contour and all that wonderful stuff. So it's kind of like perfect right there. A little bit on the Cupid's bow. We're gonna do a little tiny bit on the chin, and a little tiny bit on the forehead, and then we're gonna stop. I am going to finish up with a setting powder to mesh everything very well together, or I might use that setting spray again, but let me get some lashes and some mascara on and I'll be back. I just want to show you guys another trick. Grab a spoolie, because you know how you put your mascara on your lower lash line, sometimes it can be straight. If you go underneath, you can actually curl these. And that's what I did, and it'll remove any clumps if you have them. So just wanted to share that. I'll be back in a minute. So here I am back. This is my finished look. I really, really hope that I have helped you guys with blending, with packing on brushes, with what types of brushes to use. But I'm sure you still have questions, because this is a process. It's learned. So definitely put any question you have below. If there's a certain look you want me to try, tag me in it on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, anything like that. But I am here to answer your questions. I really do loving. Okay, that did not make sense. I really do love doing makeup tutorials and showing you how I have grown as a makeup artist over the last 20 years. Makeup keeps changing and you've got to change with it. But I have separated a bunch of videos on doing different things, so this way you could focus on one thing at a time. We started out with primers, then we did brows, then we did this eyeshadow look, and I'm always giving you extra tips in between. So let me know what your favorite tip is so far. And I really cannot wait to see you in another video. I'm super excited. Soon I will be doing a series where I do 3 looks with one palette because you have requested it. And I'm also going to do, you guys asked me how I stay so thin and how I work out. Well, that video is coming too. Guys, I would love it if you haven't subscribed. If you love beauty, if you're over 40, if you're under 40, if you want to learn how to stay young, you want to learn how to do your makeup, you want to hear what I have to say about some things, then definitely hit that subscribe button. I would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out. It boosts me up in the recommendations so other people see my videos. And I just thank you for all of you that do already do that. And I just thank you all for being here and clicking on this video. Even if I don't know you yet, I would love to get to know you. One of the things I always ask when I do get to know, or when I want to get to know you, is what is your favorite color? So if you haven't told me, definitely put that down below. And guys, I love you so much. I'll see you real soon in another video. Bye.
Oh, trying to bide our time. We know it's all done. Take a bow, you win. Oh, swim against your tide. It keeps pulling me in. We fight and we fall. Can we rise through it all?